Hello. Welcome to the start of day 2 and day 3. And you will very rapidly see why we have merged these two in, and we will also give you an explanation. But let's give you an idea as to where we started today and why it suddenly ended up falling into one vlog across 2 days.
That was my transition music.
So, following on from Dan's transition music, here's how we started the day here in San Francisco. And good morning from San Francisco.
All I can hear right now, there sounds like there's a dying pigeon somewhere in here. It just doesn't sound okay, but I've not seen it.
No, hello if you're new, by the way. I'm Paul, this is my wife Danielle.
Hello.
Travels with Dani and Paul. We are currently in San Francisco. We're a little bit of a quandary today as to what's going on, because we are meeting some friends later and we actually have no idea what they have planned for us.
No, which is both good and bad all at the same time.
Yeah, we just generally have no idea normally, but this time we actually have no concept of what they're going to do. All they've done is told us to meet them at IKEA
at 10:45.
At 10:45, because it's free parking.
Yeah, and then they said we're carpooling to somewhere else.
No idea where.
Could be anywhere.
Could be anywhere, so we shall see. But what we're going to do is we're going to go grab some breakfast for ourselves at a cafe called 8 AM.
Yeah, found it on Google.
Yeah, so I'm going to take you down to Fishermans Wharf. We're going to try and park up. We'll take you for breakfast. We'll show you what we think of the place, whether it's any good, whether it's the sort of place that we think you should eat.
It's quite cheap.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it does look relatively cheap. And then we're going to just take a little bit of a mooch around Fisherman's Wharf, show you a bit about the area, what we do and don't know. And then I'm assuming once we've gone over the bridge to IKEA in Emeryville, we will then let you know what we know, what's going on, and if we can film, what we can film. Otherwise, we will pick you up after we have seen our friends.
Oh, dark.
It's gone dark. I think that's my cue to stop talking. We'll see you in a bit. Here we are down at Fisherman's Wharf. We are at this parking spot, which is one of our favourites, just opposite the Alton, and very near to Go Car as well. We have parked over there. There is now a kind of like QR code system. Previously you used to just pay cash here, but now it's QR codes. Yeah, very easy.
This is our preferred. Well, this is where we always park when we come in this.
Yeah, 450 Beach Street. But yeah, we then take a little walk through here underneath the big bus tour sign where it says to buy tickets, and we do highly recommend the big bus tour around San Francisco. Very, very good.
Stay tuned for 2027 when we will do it again.
Yes, very true. But here we go. This is how good this parking spot is, and again, you can see QR code there just to pay for your parking. Out we come, and you are straight onto Fisherman's Wharf, and not just Fisherman's Wharf, anybody. Boudins. And the big historic sign, Fisherman's Wharf of San Francisco. Very quiet so far. Lots of people out on a run for a Friday morning, including a doodle. There is a doodle. Makes us miss our little boys. But yeah, so loads of stuff along here. Tax shops, Dan, I think is what they're called, aren't they? Tax shops.
It's a tourist area. It's really nice. I like it.
The reason we love Boudins so much is it is a sourdough bakery. It does quite possibly the best sourdough pizzas we have ever tasted. It also does the best chili sourdough bowl. But don't forget, San Francisco is a port town. It is somewhere that you can actually go to on a cruise ship. But the reason we love San Francisco more than anything, tram lines.
There's a new wheel.
Well, we were saying actually, we reckon that kind of Ferris wheel is brand new. It wasn't here when we were here last time. But yeah, there is the Musée Mécanique, or the Mechanical Museum. But we are actually just waiting for 8 AM to open, but as you can see, very, very fish and sort of fisherman-centric area, obviously by the name.
Let's go see if we can see some seals.
Oh yeah, because normally there's the sea lions as well, which are all the way over towards the other piers.
But we did see one down here last time.
Yes, we did, because he was cutting up fish off the back of his boat and he was chucking it into the water, and they were going, "Ow, ow, ow."
It's nice to be back. Let's cross it now.
Yeah, we do like it in San Francisco. And of course Ripley's, believe it or not, off to our right as well, with an Applebee's. So yeah, loads of stuff down here. And of course this is all the stuff that locals will tell you as tourists you shouldn't do.
There's a lot of locals out and around here, so it's
that is
obviously
very
a nice
true,
area
yeah.
to be.
And apparently you can also park here as well now.
Oh yeah, that's more expensive.
Probably, but let's go and have a look. Actually, there are some rates over here. So 170 Jefferson Street, if you want to park for 15 minutes, $4. half an hour, $7. If you wanted to park for 2 hours, it's $25. So it is cheaper. It's not bad, but it is cheaper where we park. And yeah, this is also the sort of direction you would come if you were going to go to Alcatraz. There are some further piers around. And speaking of Alcatraz, in the distance, covered ever so slightly by the hills of Cull the Fog. As you can see, loads of boats coming in and out. Yeah, we can cross over. We will actually be eating at Boudins tomorrow to show you just how amazing the sourdough food is. Not badly priced either, I ever think. So, as you can imagine, there are plenty of places for you to grab clam chowder, soft shell crabs, loads of stuff here for that sort of thing. And again, oh yeah, there we go. There is a big bus on the right, so it's one block down rather than where I was thinking. One block down next to a 7-Eleven.
Can they decide what they want to do with the sun? Every now and again it's really bright, and then I look over there and I'm like, Carl, we're out of seal. Oh, this is pretty.
Yeah, there is some art on the floor, which definitely wasn't here last time, I don't remember. Again, it doesn't help for us not knowing what we're doing today.
No.
And it also doesn't help because I don't know how long the vlog's going to be, hence why I'm probably filling this with a lot of verbal diarrhea.
But I also don't know how long we're going to be with these guys. They did say about going to the Exploratorium.
So we're now going to head to 8 AM for breakfast, but this used to be CVS just here, because when we were here in 22, I saw somebody come out with a tin of Fanta strawberry, and I absolutely lost my marbles. So we went in and didn't I get like 3 bottles of strawberry Fanta or something? But yeah, so as you can see along here, loads of things like a Pearl Factory, lids if you've forgotten a hat or you want one. Again, sun's gone in behind the fog.
If you know, you know.
So if we once we finished at 8 AM, I think the intention is we're going to then head over the bridge to go and see our friends, but we're not before we head into Target, potentially IKEA as well, because that's where we're meeting them, and then we'll know from there. This is probably the most beautiful place in the world. I said what I said.
To do in Disneyland.
What?
They have a Boudins at Disneyland and they do a bakery tour.
They do?
It's free.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the little Boudin bears. But yeah, this is probably the most magical place in the whole world. Not Disneyland, here. This is magical.
You want to go in quickly or?
No, we got to get to. Otherwise, we're going to be running tight on time. There is also again loads of stuff here. Like there is It's Sugar, the world's largest candy department store. The Escape Game.
Still got the hats.
Oh, have they? Oh yeah, the little lobster hats. There you go. Quick look at what they got for breakfast. Nothing too overly complex, which is always nice.
French toast, though.
Yeah. Anyway, off to 8 AM. And probably, if not tomorrow, well, it'll have to be tomorrow, because the day after we go down PCH, tomorrow we will be riding one of those cable cars. And then we will also be doing one of the other cable cars as well, because I definitely want to do one of those again.
We've still got tickets.
We have, yeah, that's true. And here we are, small cafe called 8 AM. Funny enough, opens at 8 AM. And we are going to go in and grab ourselves some breakfast.
So this is inside 8 AM, which is here. It's just a little cafe. It's a brunch place. It's only open till 1:30. I don't know why, but I really appreciate that. The menu is very good, very cheap. I'm gonna go for this one, Nutella crepe with bananas.
Wonderful, thank you very much. Brilliant, thank you.
You got your tea. That's a nice mug. We've got a couple of waters. I must say, already service is very good. Proper tea bag.
Very nice branding by the looks of it. Organic black tea. Oh, thank you for the
There's loads of them here.
pretend milk.
You could probably ask for some actual milk if you wanted. Do you know what you're going to go for?
No, I don't at the moment. That's the problem I've got.
What did you go for?
French toast.
You have to think
Think about it.
Look at my latte. It's got a heart on it. Isn't it so cute? I love it. We were just saying that. So this appears to be, it's a local place. I don't think it's a chain or anything. And I said, I like places like this. It looks like there's a lot of locals here as well. So. Look at that beauty. Look at that. That is stunning. I'm a happy bunny. And it's filled. Look at all of that. Oh my god. I'm so excited. This is the face of someone who's a happy bunny. Looks incredible. I just have to take a picture of it. But yeah, this place is starting to get busy now, and I think we now know why. How was your breakfast?
Filling. Very good though. Very
good.
What I liked about it was, compared to the French toast I've had before on like the Disney Cruise lines, that wasn't painfully sweet. It was really flavourful. The berries were a nice mix of sweet and sour, and the butter on it is not ice cream, by the way. So yeah, there's the bill. Which I think is good value. Yeah.
Agreed.
That was very good value. So yeah, all good from our side.
Mine had like 4 bananas in it. It was delicious. And the service in here is really, really good. There's a table behind Paul who asked how they do the art and the drinks. They just took her over and showed her. Amazing. Love it.
I always think the biggest indication of how good a place is that when we left, bearing in mind it's only 8:30, it opened half an hour ago, there was a queue outside, quite an extensive queue of locals outside. That came to $61.10.
Including tip.
Including the tip. And what they do with the bill there is they tell you what the amount is, they'll then tell you what the 15, 20 and 25% is. If you're like us and you pay by card, they get you to go and put your PIN number in, and then you tell them how much of a tip you want to put in. My cup of tea that I had, let's just talk about that for a moment, because several years ago I took Danielle to the Ritz for a bucket list thing that she wanted to do for afternoon tea. That cup of tea there was as good, if not better, than the cup of tea I had at the Ritz, and I got steamed milk to go with it.
Yeah, he asked for some milk and he steamed it for you.
So impressed.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, there are loads of places to have breakfast around, but we would highly recommend 8 AM. We are now going to make our way back to the car, going to make our way over the bridge, and we're going to head over to Emeryville to go to IKEA to meet our friends.
To do
and
something.
that we have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we shall see you in a bit.
Something we don't have back home. These are driverless cars. So you can see the bunch of cameras up there. There's a bunch of cameras down there. I kind of want to try one, but they also kind of scare me. Do you know what I mean?
There's another one right in front of us.
There is another one right in front of us. They're everywhere. I've seen so many of them.
Do you know what I do like
What?
about them? Is that unlike people, they indicate every time they're turning.
Yeah, they do.
It's quite nice. You've never got any doubt where they're going.
But yeah, they are a bit scary. So this is Pier 33 and 35. I'm trying to remember where you get on for...
Alcatraz is just beyond 33.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I know it's somewhere near here. And then a little cable car and a pool. If you open your mouth and face the other way. Please know how amusing I find this. That there is a bridge there for some trees, and there's just one lone palm tree.
Yes, there is.
But also, so this is the Salesforce Tower. I'm just gonna have to. You're gonna have to manually move. You see that? It's covered by Carl. Silly Carl.
Oh.
Just like that, we're on the Bay Bridge. This is. These bridges are very clever. So, unlike our bridges, which have every direction of traffic going in on like the same sort of level, on here, to go across the bridge in this direction, you're underneath, and then above there is the opposite direction.
And here's a fun fact for the fans at home. Which bridge was built first, the Bay Bridge or the Golden Gate Bridge?
You asking me?
Well, I'm asking you, but you know the answer.
This one.
So I'm asking fans and friends at home. Which one do they think? Put it in the comments.
I did just tell you the answer.
It was this one.
This one.
was the one that was
This
built
one was first. But I do think it's very clever, this bridge, that it makes life easier in terms of traffic flow. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes of traffic. Treasure Island.
Technically the only 10-lane freeway on a bridge in the world.
Yep. Yeah, but it's very well organised.
And in terms of cost for this, just so people are aware, I've actually paid for the express pass attached to the car, so they will take care of the tolls for us.
And then there are docks and stuff over there. Not that you can tell, because Carl, but...
Because Carl.
But this bridge, when you're going in the opposite direction at sunset, is stunning, because it's lit up, and it looks lovely. And this is what the top part of the bridge looks like.
And then off to the left, the bit that goes over.
Yeah.
We've just driven under.
That's the bit that, sort of when you come out towards, because we're coming out towards, sort of gone past the halfway point, it does join like this, but the main bit that goes over from into the city is double decker. It's a double decker bridge.
So this bit technically heads into Oakland and
Yes.
Emeryville, and if you are trying to fly into San Francisco and you can't find a decent flight that goes into San Francisco, you can fly into Oakland. There is that option as well.
Yes. We did, on our last trip, originally have a hotel booked. I think it actually might be that over there.
It was the Hilton in Oakland.
Yeah, it's a Garden Inn, wasn't it?
Yes.
But we ended up changing it last minute. I'm very glad we did, because this would have been a pain in the booty to do this every day.
And just on our hotel, last night we didn't obviously touch too much on things. It's loud.
It is very loud.
You can hear everything as though your front door is open, but one of the things I think Danielle and I need to quantify is that the reason we chose the Inn on Broadway, and when we've previously stayed at the Castle Inn, is that there is parking attached to these locations for free.
Yes, that is the big draw.
Otherwise, you are looking at paying anywhere upwards of $25 a night.
And the rest.
That's why I say anywhere upwards of $25 a night. Some places charge $60 a night. And when you're in the city for 3 or 4 nights, it starts to add up pretty quickly.
Yeah. So you can see Oakland coming into view. And now you can see the docks that I was telling you about. They're over there.
Been in Target for all of 5 minutes.
Dogs have got a Christmas jumper.
2 boys are going to be decked out for their festive day.
I was just saying, we never buy them anything when we go away.
And then Dan was like, they're upset. I'm like, they're dogs. As long as you give them treats, they don't care.
Upset.
They're not going to be upset. What? Oh, God. You only get that if you're rocking around the Christmas tree. Are they proper Stanleys?
No.
Oh, they must be Italian knockoffs then. What you can tell is that we are right in the transition point between Halloween and Christmas, because I've just picked up these. But yeah, shelves are a little bit empty, which I guess we're not surprised by, considering it. In fact, it's changing over. But yeah, loads of stuff here. Banana bread mix as well, if anybody ever fancies that when you're over in the States this time of year. And then Christmas-shaped marshmallows. It can't just be us that every time you go past one of these from Nestle, that you have to say it in the way Phoebe said it in Friends. You know, Nestle Polos. You okay there, Dan? It's coffee.
Yeah, but it's Pete's.
Okay, we'll put it back then. It belongs to him, not you. Interesting to see where the Campbell's soups are here. Some of the different... Oh, God, look, they made a mistake. These ones should be in the frozen section, not the canned aisles. What are you walking away? Come back.
Right. So, you've seen us in Target, yeah? So I sent Paul on a mission to go over...
pizza.
No, shush. To go over to the drink stand and see if they had Nesquik.
They
and
didn't. They
he
absolutely
comes
didn't.
over and he went, no, they didn't have any. But, and he looked really happy with himself. He's like, this could be going anywhere. And he goes, look, and he took a picture of Pizza Hut to go ready cooked pizza, and he was so impressed with it.
10 a.m.
Right, so we then walked over to the little till bit, checking out. The woman was just chatting away, she was nice, and I look over and I went, thought there wasn't any Nesquik. He goes, there isn't. And I'm like, I can see it from here. Nesquik.
Wasn't there one on over? They restocked it at the time that I disappeared.
He got so distracted, stop it, so distracted by the Pizza Hut pizza, after we've just had a massive breakfast as well, that he didn't see. It was right in front of his eyes.
You seem really upset by this.
The woman at the till thought it was hilarious because I went, never send a man to do a woman's job.
You didn't send a man, you sent me. That was your first mistake.
Apparently. So we're going to drink this and then we're at IKEA. We are 45 minutes early.
Of course, Nesquik's nice, isn't it?
Do you know what's even nicer when you actually find it the first time?
Ah, but you've got the satisfaction of having found it now.
And very literally a brief stop in IKEA because our friends are near enough here, and we are getting ready to go to where we are rapidly assuming is somewhere that we will not be able to take you. We do not know for sure, we do not know for certain, but it's highly likely we're going to leave the camera in the car and take our phones. Now, on the assumption that it may not be where we think it is, we are not going to release where we think it is in case we are wrong.
Please stand by.
But look, depending on when we finish with the guys, depending on what we are able to see or not able to see, we will film what we can, and then the surprise will be as much for you as it is for us at this stage, because honestly, all we've been asked is if we brought our ID with us.
Which I haven't got it.
But we've got photos.
Yeah. So we need to go back down to the exit, because I think that's where they're picking us up.
Brilliant. We shall see you shortly.
You can see, well, you definitely will be able to see, but see that white blanket? That's Carl. You can kind of better see it over here. That is a white blanket of fog, affectionately known as Carl. And that, is that the bridge?
Well, you can see the tip of one of the
You can see the
towers,
tip of two.
Oh, you see this? Yeah,
I can
that's
from
the
here.
second, yeah.
Yeah. Madness, that really, isn't it? Yeah, this is Carl. Everyone say hello, Carl.
People are probably wondering where we've been, Dan.
We'll tell you about that later.
And then the last time you saw us was coming back across the bridge.
But you know nothing of the in-between.
Now, let's give some context to a couple of things first. One, if you can hear any sort of foghorn in the background,
It is indeed a foghorn. It's loud.
Carl is well and truly in.
Carl is in. You've seen Carl. I introduced you to Carl earlier.
Carl was rolling over the hills when we came into San Fran.
Not to be confused with that massive fire in the building we saw on the way in.
But
Not this building, just to clarify.
when we last left you at IKEA, we said to you we didn't know where we were going, although we had a feeling. And for a few days now, we had a feeling that our friends, who we will never be able to repay in any way, shape or form for today, we had a feeling they were taking us to a Pixar Studios tour.
Not a, the.
The Pixar Studio tour.
Well, not studio tour, just the Pixar Studios, because you can't get into Pixar unless you know an employee, which we do.
Thankfully.
Or if you do it, they do some charity things every now and again and stuff, and you have to buy a ticket, but then you don't get a tour then, whereas we got a private guided tour.
But now we are slightly more comfortable. Let's get talking about Pixar. So I will start this, and then I will hand over to my wife, who is the expert on what we saw today and what we witnessed. But we basically were told there is no filming.
Which is fair, because
Which is absolutely fair.
It's not a public accessible area.
No, we were allowed to take photos and a little bit of a video of the entrance.
Are you going to do a montage over me talking?
I am indeed.
Oh.
So, as long as you and I have the pictures of all of this should appear seamless. So we literally walked in, got to see...
No. We drove in.
We drove in, yeah. And then we walked in with our friends, and we were greeted by the atrium with the little Pixar ball and the lamp.
I mean, it's the walkway. It's the main entrance.
Yeah.
Bit, rather, because when you say atrium, I picture like a grand hall. it's that side.
So anyway, I'm going to hand over to Dan. She can talk about this.
the main building is called the Steve Jobs building, and that is what you would have seen if you've seen any of the about Pixar stories, where they focus on like people from Pixar. And actually when we were there, I saw someone that had a Pixar story jumper, which means she has a story about her. I think it was part of the One Day at Disney series, and we met our tour guide. Not really a tour guide, he was a friend of our friend, who was able to provide this private tour for us. We had our pictures with the Incredibles whilst we waited on the little bench. Well, I took a picture of you and Paul, not to be confused by the fact that there are 2 Pauls here, and then I had one, and then he took us upstairs, and they have like an art gallery on parts of the top floor. At the moment, a lot of it is focused on Elio, which is the new film which has just come out, which we've not seen. But you got to see a lot of the concept art, some of the development art, some of the sculptures that they made.
Some of the stuff for films that didn't get made. So some of the stuff that went through development and didn't make it, and he was explaining to us that there are some occasions where films will get sort of pitched and they will either go with one, they will go with both, they might go with neither.
And sometimes when they go with both, one of them only makes it to the final stage. A lot of the concept art for things like Soul, Toy Story,
Inside Out.
Amazing, really cool to see. And that bit was all sort of, you take pictures of that.
The buildings are all named after New York neighbourhoods as well.
Yeah.
So we got taken into the Brooklyn building as well.
We need to finish the Steve Jobs building first.
Yes.
Because we were taken into animation.
Yes.
Which is not normally, well, I mean, obviously you can't get in here anyway, but animation is the active office section for people who are currently working on Pixar animated projects.
Things like Toy Story 5 that someone was working on.
Which we saw, yeah. But they've all got their own little office. I say little, it's like the size of this room. But they're allowed to decorate and theme their office however they want.
Yeah.
So the first one we walked into was themed to like a witch's shop. And it was all decorated, like the outside of it was wooden planks, and it had windows and like vines and all sorts. It was amazing. And then we walked a bit further down and they had a jungle theme, so a bunch of them had gotten together to create a jungle. So one office was like a canvas tent, like the one that's like that, you know what I mean? And then they had loads of plants and trees, and then
none of this we could take pictures of, sadly.
I don't know if you heard him say, but one of the offices right down the back is themed, on the inside is themed to a fallen plane.
Yes, he did say.
Yeah,
I did hear.
But I don't know if you heard it. And then another part is themed, they've got like it used to be a working bar, it's now just soft drinks because they've decided they want to be healthier, but they've got a stage.
Pixar is a dry site.
Yeah, that's what he said. But they've got a stage and they do performances and stuff there. There was another bit that was themed to like 1920s, and they had a full real life 1920s car in there. There was another bit that had, for any of you fans of Studio Ghibli like me, they had a lot of different bits because it is, they do work with them, they're like a partnership. So there was a massive soot sprite up on the ceiling, massive BB-8. One guy had a very cool Marvel poster in his office, but you won't allowed to take any pictures of this because it is the working section in terms of animation. There'll be people in there working on projects that aren't even announced yet.
Let's put it this way, we saw somebody working on, not Toy Story 5 because at the point of us filming this it's finished, but they were working on the promotional material.
Yeah, I mean it's finished in terms of the main bit, so there's still polishing and stuff that they're doing.
The tour guide that we were with has seen Toy Story 5.
Yes, he's seen the like rough cut. And then he took us over to the Brooklyn building, and outside of that is, if you've been to Disneyland in years before, when they had Bugs Land, they had one of the cars from Heimlich's Choo Choo Train and he said it's still fully functioning. He didn't know where the button was to turn it on, but he does still talk. You can sit in it, and then we went in, and they had these big replica statues of the characters from Inside Out 2, which was really cool. And then you walk in, and just in the middle of this building is a massive open fire and like a big chimney that goes up. This is like a 3-story building, and it just goes all the way up, and it's beautiful. But they've got things like a massive thing of Bruce and Dory and Nemo.
Showed us the Oscars as well.
Yeah, we got to see the Oscars.
Also talked about the Cubs, the baseball team, that was very much integral on the site of where Pixar is now built.
They have, it was meant to be a hidden cigar room, but it is now just a little sort of dedication lounge to this baseball team, and they've got some of the things that they found in there when they were digging out the site.
A lot of it said no access without direct permission.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But there were some parts in the main building that we weren't allowed in, and they say closed set to be like one theme. He showed us like the gym. They've got a full-size outdoor pool, which is heated year-round.
Sanded volleyball court. They've got a football pitch.
Court, barbecue area, and then we were let loose in the store.
Oh, we will show you what we bought in a second.
A
mini haul.
We spent a lot.
You can only get these things at Pixar Studio.
Yeah. And then we were able to eat in the main restaurant. So £18 all of this cost us, all this food. Because the drinks were all free. Is that pound equivalent or dollars?
No, that's pound.
Yeah. So
£18.
We shared. We were smart because we couldn't decide between a burger and a pizza, so we got both and shared. So we had half each. So a cheeseburger and it's a build your own pizza. So we had chicken and pepperoni. Oh my god, it was so good. The burger was beautiful. And all of the drinks are free. So I had a Coke and a coffee. And it's all just help yourself. There's a salad bar. Yeah, amazing. And we didn't know that the drinks were free, so we were like, oh, what do we do about drink? And they were like, oh, it's all free, just help yourself. Really?
But just, so let's very quickly show you what we managed to get, a mini haul, if you will. And for the purpose of this, Daniel will be the demonstrator of items. Here is our Pixar bag.
Is never getting thrown away.
No.
Because you don't get them anywhere else. So, first purchase for you.
There is a bit of a joke behind this, that our friend who managed to get us the tour, we are cruising with their family 5 times in the next 15 months. And he has this shirt, and the joke was, well, why don't we match when we go for dinner on occasions? So that is why I have ended up with a Finding Dory or a Finding Nemo t-shirt.
It's awesome.
That
t-shirt, it is the Roosevelt.
I have ended up with a Finding Nemo shirt from Roosevelt. That is literally all of the animals in their plastic bags going through the ocean. Yes. So yeah, as you can see on the price on there, I think it already showed it, that was $70. So yeah.
And then my purchase, Pixar hoodie. It has got the location of where it is and the Lux Oval. It is a that
Champion.
brand. It's very me.
Yes.
I thought it was very nice. It's nice quality. It's very thick.
There we are.
It is a postcard, but it will be being framed.
It's a picture postcard location one.
Yeah, it's got a lot of Easter eggs on here, which is really cool. I've only just noticed a couple of them, like Woody, Pixar Ball, Joy.
Yeah, balloons.
Balloons, Kevin, Dante, Mike. I think, yeah, that is Joy. Lightning McQueen. I didn't notice that.
No.
The splurge purchase.
Yes, so this is bought with Alaska in mind. We each have one of these.
Look
now,
at this beautiful piece of kit.
So this is a Pixar fleecy rain jacket. Again, has the ball on it.
And it is
fleece lined.
Fleece lined.
And that goes all the way down to the sleeves, to the end of the arms.
It's also hooded. It's like a denim
neoprene
effect.
I'd say it's neoprene, sort of quality material.
But it's got pockets
everywhere, which is good for us.
Yeah, they are. We both looked at them and went, well, we need those, don't we?
And we've been talking about getting nice new jackets for Alaska.
Now we've got one of a kind, can't get them. And then we've got 2 t-shirts.
Which we're going to share these, aren't we?
Yeah. So this one just says Pixar Animation Studios and like the classic logo that you see at the start of the films. And then one with the alien in.
This was the chosen one.
I'm purposely not unfolding it because they folded it quite nicely.
So yeah, so that's our haul, and I think now we're going to sort of explain why all of this has led us to bleeding today's video into tomorrow's. We spent probably a good 3.5, 4 hours with our friends in Pixar and then making our way back to our car. And then when we got back to the car, they were kind of like, well, we don't really want to go home yet. And we were like, yeah, you know, we'd still like to spend some time with you. And then they were like, well, we do need some stuff for home. So we ended up spending some time and just walking around IKEA, wandering around.
Being silly.
And having a good laugh. And look, we love spending time with these guys.
They're the best.
We met them on our cruises in October, November last year. And I think it says a lot that we are going to be spending quite a bit of time with them over some other cruises in the near future. And look, it's not going to change how we film the cruises. But I think given that they don't live far from here, it was really important to us to actually have a chance to spend time with them here as they were taking time out of their day, especially in between things like operations, job challenges, to spend time with us. So we wanted to actually give them the time that they kind of, in our mind, deserved. And, you know, out of respect for them, we didn't just want to dash off. Jet lag means we're going to be up early tomorrow morning. We are looking at driving over the Golden Gate Bridge, taking you to a vantage point, showing you what we can of the Golden Gate Bridge, because Carl will be very present as we can hear the foghorn going off in the background for the moment. And a very good morning from ourselves at the Inn on Broadway. That's Danielle, myself and Carl. And there is the foghorn. Well timed, Paul, well timed. And so we are about to head off out. We have a couple of hours before we need to be at Go-Car for that vlog.
Go-Carring.
Go-Carring, correct. So what we're going to do is, our intention is we're going to probably drive up to the Presidio, show you a few bits around the Presidio, which we're not sure if the route definitely does take us there later. We think it does, we're not sure. But yeah, we're going to go up there and then potentially see if we can see the bridge, but I think Carl's going to stop us.
Oh, the foghorn is going, Carl, Carl. What?
Nothing to...
It's literally what it sounds like. You've heard it, I think.
So anyway, yeah, we're going to go and jump in the car, head our way up to the Presidio. You are so special. Then we are going to, take a little view up by Cressy Fields and the like, see if we can see the bridge. Don't think we will. But yeah, have a bit of a wander, and then, time dependent, might make our way back down to Fishermans Wharf, just have a bit more of a mooch around there. See if we can see sea lions. For more impressions, contact Adventure by Danielle on Instagram.
Only unique impressions, nothing of importance.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. If you want a soundbite sent to you, Danielle could do voice notes on Instagram.
What is it? Cameo. Do a
Cameo. We will see you at the Presidio.
Ever so slight change of plans. Because it's a Saturday morning, and I assume most locals avoid going to certain places on the weekend, we are going to go up to the Golden Gate Viewpoint, which is across the bridge, so we will take you across the bridge. It's one of those where you drive across, then you pull into the spot, take your pictures, and then reverse. So yeah, and it's still very foggy down here. You can't really see more than 3 traffic lights ahead. It's a lot. So
it's impressive that you're using the American measuring system.
What traffic lights?
Anything literally other than meters or yards. 3 traffic lights ahead.
Oh yeah, because I don't know.
About the distance of 24,000.
I don't know what it would be.
About 24,000 American Eagles.
$6 mimosas.
You sound like you're an American at Epcot. No, roughly I'd say the visibility is about 200 yards at best.
A bridge. Bridge. You could see the bridge. What you can't see is I have you guys and also my phone. There's Carl. Can you see? You can now very clearly see Carl, but weirdly, the bridge is entirely untouched.
It's mental, mate.
Is that a fire or is that Carl?
No, that's Carl. Otherwise, it's a very big fire and there's a lot of problems.
And then you go into this tunnel. I'm hoping that the go-kart later on does what the other go-kart does when we go through a tunnel. But here you go, this is the emergence of Carl. And just like that, that's how simple it is to get to the bridge. I don't know how much of, I don't think you can really see through there, apologies, but you can see all the fog. And then we head up. We're pulling off at a Vista Point, are we?
We are.
Pulling off at, we've never stopped. Oh no, we stopped on the bus.
That's the whole reason I came round here.
That's Carl.
If you get the big red bus tour, which we do highly recommend having done it, the red route, I believe, takes you all the way up here to this Vista Point, gives you a chance to jump off. We'll also give you 20 minutes up here to spend before the next bus comes around. But let me show you the view that we have got and why the foghorn was going this morning. And there we are, a view straight back across the Golden Gate Bridge, where you can see very dense, thick fog covering all of San Francisco, even to the point that you cannot see Alcatraz. So let's take a little walk around and show you a slightly different view from further around to the left. If you do come to this sort of stepped down area where there are absolutely tons of these sort of binoculars like viewpoint finders. There is one here that says Bay Bridge. So apparently right in front of us is the Bay Bridge. I would beg to differ on that at the moment because we can't tell, but also the what's it called down the tower? The Coit Tower. You can see the tip of the Coit Tower just in front of us, very, very briefly. Up here is a statue of the lone sailor. It's a memorial to everyone who ever sailed out of the Golden Gate in the service of their country, in the Navy, the Marine Corps, the Coast Guard and the Merchant Marines. Of course, San Francisco, as we have found, was a very, very big part of World War II. So as you go around up here, there's things like the Marine Corps statue, goes around to the Coast Guard, then there's the Navy behind us, and it will be one other. Hi Dan. And then finally over here, the Merchant Marines. So to give you an idea, that is true north, which means that true south points all the way back through the Golden Gate Bridge. We're now going to head our way up to the Golden Gate Viewpoint, which is actually just up there. So should hopefully have an even nicer view looking down into the city of San Francisco as some of the fog clears.
Guys, it's a roundabout. It's a roundabout, and we're stopped because the park ranger's got to open a gate to get himself in somewhere else, but it's a roundabout. This is only the second one I know of in San Francisco.
Well, the other one's up on the Presidio, isn't it?
It is indeed. It's near Yoda.
There we are, friends. There is the Golden Gate Bridge with all of the fog now actually making its way out of San Francisco. Have you noticed that? That the fog is now rolling out of San Francisco rather than into it. This is exactly the same spot Dan and I stopped at 3 years ago to get a really good picture as things are. But you can just see only really the tops of the buildings are visible. It's relatively calm and relaxed out there today, and this is where previously we have seen ships like the Norwegian Encore coming in, going under the bridge and making its way towards the piers at San Francisco to dock. And we have actually said that we are desperate, if we can, to do a cruise with one of the cruise lines that make its way out here, that we could then just basically get off the ship and do our own thing for the day. And at the final stop down the trail point, you come to Battery Spencer. Now this, if you can park here, that is the equivalent of finding rocking horse poo, because this is all sort of like old World War II structures, and potentially on our tour later on the go-car later on, it will actually show us one of the points of the bombings that occurred during World War II. But The reason we have stopped here is because this is, you can probably see it over the top of the brow just now, this is one of the best views to get of the Golden Gate Bridge. We couldn't do it last time because there was just too much traffic, but now, given the opportunity, we are not going to miss this. And it's one of the reasons I would say, if you are coming to San Francisco, do this early, get up, come here. If you do the big bus tour, it will take you to the Vista Point, but it will not bring you up here. So if you are driving, you want to come up here early. You want to park in the various locations we found, and you will see them as you go down, but Battery Spencer is the one you want to be at. Welcome to the top of Battery Spencer. If that isn't a view, I don't know what is.
Really weird. And now we go back into the fog. It's so odd fog. One day I'd like to walk across here, I think, but it's a hell of a walk. And just like that, off the bridge, through the tolls. You aren't allowed to stop, but you have to go slow.
And that's down at Fishermans Wharf. Just before our go-car, we are taking a walk over to Pier 39. But there is the big bus tour that we were talking about yesterday, or earlier in this vlog, as you will see it. We are making our way to go and see if we can see some seals. And welcome to Pier 39. Tram, there is a tram. Dan, they're just seagulls. They might get size conscious the way you keep calling them all giant.
I'm sure they're quite proud of it.
So anyway, this is where, if you come down, it looks like there's lots of people, so there should be a few sea lions.
Cormorants here.
Yeah, cormorants are here. Oh, I don't know if our cormorants from our lake at home are there. I mean, bit of a stretch, but we'll see. Just shout out, oi, oi, are you from where we live? And see what they do. Here is our first sea lion trying to almost bog out the skeleton on top of the thing. Why? What are you doing? You're as bad as the you're as bad as the people on the Animal Kingdom Safari. Do not whistle at the animals.
Yeah, these don't count.
Why don't they count?
Because they used to.
Okay. Anyway, there he is, just lying about. Let's go and see, because we can hear a few more.
Sorry.
Occasionally, he'll just have a little scratch.
It's his little ears when they go.
Daniel hasn't suddenly shot up 2 foot, by the way. There we go. Normal service has been resumed. There are quite a few at the back, so we're going to head down there before we go over to Go-Kart.
There's nowhere near as many because we're technically out of season.
There's a lot more during the summer, isn't there, basically?
Yeah, and so these are the ones that like winter.
And here are some of the remaining sea lions at Pier 39. As you can hear, lots of horns in the background. We have heard the... I'm sorry, I'll wait for you. Yes, I can... Okay. Okay. I was gonna... Okay. And that brings to an end this part of the vlog, where we are just opposite from Go-Cars, and that is where our next vlog is going to be. But we will see you for the second part of this.
At Boudins.
At Boudins very shortly after Go-Kart, so we shall see you in a very quick transition. And some 5 hours later, welcome back from San Francisco, where we are heading into Boudins, where we are going to grab ourselves some lunch, some much deserved lunch, after what was an interesting and entertaining, to say the least, Go-Kart experience. But just for proof, Carl the Fog is a book.
Look at the crowd.
Oh, don't come in here giving it all that.
I'm ignoring you.
Right.
Boudins jumper.
They do have Boudins jumpers, right. We need to get some food because we are very hungry, so we're going to go that way to order, and we're back in a bit. One of the good things about being in Boudins is that they do have a map in here which does talk about all of the places that you can have picnics, or sort of, you know, there is parking locations. It shows you the Powell Mason cable car turnaround, also shows you the Powell Hyde one, shows you where the Coit Tower is near Greenwich Steps and Pioneer Park, and then the other thing as well, Russian Hill Park, George Sterling Park, Fay Park, and then all of the piers where everything is. So yeah, if you ever get lost, always a good place to come back to. We are waiting for our order. Daniel has gone for the cheese pizza. I have gone for the French onion sandwich. So we'll see how that is. All done on sourdough. These guys work absolutely relentlessly. We're then going to find somewhere to sit down and talk about what's happened today.
There is my pizza. It smells so good. Got mac and cheese, and then Paul's sandwich with this dippy thing. And we both got Cokes. But look at that. Look at that. Thing of beauty. Yum, 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 yum. And that's to share. Are you happy now?
I mean, I'm never unhappy in the first place, but our go-kart adventure left us feeling slightly deflated because of instance beyond ours or their control.
Yeah, we'll talk about that once we get back to the room later on. But we're going to eat this, and we're going to head over to the Mechanical Museum.
No complaints on mine, very, very good, if not enough of it. Dan's pizza's very nice, she let me have one bite. Mac and cheese, unsurprisingly, tastes good but is slightly cold. Which we don't know what to make of, but anyway. We are going to finish this off very quickly, and then we are going to head our way around to the Mechanical Museum to have a bit of a laugh there.
Over there.
Yeah, it's literally just behind us, and then yeah, see if we can grab some time on the cable car before potentially calling it a day in and out. And so here we are at the Mechanical Museum. Free entry, admission, and then all you've got to do is just change up some cash inside, some quarters to go on some of the games. And as you can see, there are loads of like pinball machines, classic old games, so we are going to change up some notes at the quarters machine and go from there. So loads of things that cost either a quarter, 2 quarters, or sometimes even 4 quarters. I remember this one from last time, end of the trail. You put 25 cents in and basically wind blows across the scene.
You want me to do it, don't you?
No, I'm good. We're going to try and have a go on some of the ones that we haven't done before. It's interesting. Okay, we'll try this one then. So 1 quarter, in it goes. So as you can see, good humour. 25 cents.
And you know, it helps fund this place.
Yes. So you were telling me about the guy who owns this place.
Yes, there's a really good story that I can't remember right now. But he acquired, I think it's to do with this bike actually. He acquired something very, 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 very long time ago, and then just didn't stop. Hence, all of these are now here.
And there is actually a bowling machine that we played here last time that's right at the back. And there is also a boxing game that Daniel beat me on. Oh yes, the English Execution. This is what people think of the English Execution. This is a quarter, so we'll show you this. Here we are, the English Execution. There we go, he just literally fell through a trapdoor.
I love it.
Other ones like Pike's Peak again, the quarter will just go in and something will roll all the way down here.
I found it.
Ah, there we go. Danielle has found the fortune teller. Can you remember what the fortune teller said to you last time?
Still got it, it's in the frame.
Yeah? Can you remember how eerily accurate it was? Let's see what it says this time. Because there isn't an engagement in your cards. Grandma will then dish out a card at the bottom for you. So Danielle's card this time. Do your bills get you down? Do they make you fret and frown? Despair not, my own fair one. Your battle against them will soon be won. You'll soon find a change for the better in your financial affairs. This will make you very happy indeed.
You will take a trip and that will bring you a great deal of happiness.
If you also wish to take a trip that brings you a great deal of happiness, contact adventurebydanielle@gmail.com.
Now that is a good marketing technique. I'm in for that.
Do you appreciate that? I don't work in marketing, but I think I'm quite good at that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll have a look at a couple more. But we love coming in here. This is one of our highlights every time we come to San Francisco.
Well, another.
Oh yes, let's watch another execution, because clearly that's exactly what this travel channel is all about. Last time there was a bell on the other one, I'm not sure. Oh dear. Oh.
Well, that one was quick. He died very quickly.
Some would say they didn't hang around.
Oh, the Harry Potter one as well.
The Harry Potter one?
Yeah, I did that one last time.
Ah, you did, yes. Right. Insert 3/4. Select house and press button. Fortune will appear below. Danielle and I are different houses. My wife is a nasty, disgusting Slytherin. She's a wonderful woman, though.
Greetings! It looks like you are having a vacation. Lots of fun things to do, I'll bet. I have an idea. You and your friends come along with me. I'm not Fisher.
So this one says a phone call from a stranger will bring a happy turn of events. Well, we had a message this morning from one of our friends.
Yes, you did.
We did. Let's read the rest of it. Those who have tried to interfere with your happiness will soon find they have no influence over you at all. Your calm spirit will see you through emergencies. The elephant is your special animal. Your lucky stone is an emerald. Now, I'm not going to give away too much about my wife, but Danielle has elephant tattoos on her leg. So, I would like to have a go on this one, please. Hey, after my round last week with my mate Reese, I think I'm entitled to this.
That went well.
Some would say that went a fair way.
Next ball. You're really good at this.
I'm hitting it too hard.
Oh. 1 out of 3 is not bad.
And there are also a lot of arcade games here, so more quintessentially classic things. You've got Death Race here, and you've got other ones like Millipede. Some of these are very much in the old arcade styles that you would have found. Somebody very much enjoying what they've done on Tekken. Oh, they've just got to finish him, that's why. Area 51 Space Invaders. As always, the likes of basketball, that Time Crisis. I played that on the Dreamcast. That's how long ago that is. Oh, they've still got the bowling one, have they? And then Rush 2049. This was the bowling one that we were talking about. Let's see if we can get onto it.
They've only just started,
Oh,
so let's go back that way. We'll come back. Concentration is unreal.
This always turns aggressive. Ski ball. Danielle often beats me on this.
I lost. You won.
What's today? It's my leader day because I mopped the floor with you.
It's Saturday.
Apparently I'm moderately hot stuff.
Moderate.
It's probably fair. not easy. It's time we saw a French execution. I'm going to come this side because of the glare. Oh.
Funny.
I had a good idea where that one was heading. Laughing Sal is one of the most iconic things from here. So one of San Francisco's most nostalgic landmarks, originally located at Playland at the beach from 1940 to 72. She's also known as a fat lady, has made people smile and or terrified children for over 50 years.
Accurate.
I'm intrigued by this because it says if you're easily offended, do not play this machine. So 25 cents goes in. I'm assuming there's music.
They're farting.
This is a scene from Blazing Saddles. This is the scene from Blazing Saddles.
I have many things. And then make sure you press English. It's doing some random numbers. Is it doing anything to your hand?
No. Although I have got big hands and my hand isn't all the way in.
Do you not get one?
I did not get a response.
Does that mean you have no fortune? Shame.
And we are here at the bowling. I'll try again.
7. Yeah. Oh, I thought this was quite heavy.
Yeah.
One of those you fired straight at the ground.
That works too.
Oh.
1. Not very good at this game.
You were last time. You were last time. You were very good. You got strike after strike after strike.
Was I?
Yeah. I might have the footage somewhere.
Can I have a bag on?
No.
Oh,
That's it. Blame the bag. I think that's a fair response. Toothpick fantasy.
That's not Thomas, it's the other one.
Henry or Percy. That's Percy.
I don't think it's either of those.
What's really weird is the eyes move on the train. And so that is it for us here. There are plenty of others to do. Very, very enjoyable, but we are heading out now. Probably going to go, probably going to go and grab ourselves a tram ride now. Do you enjoy that, my dear?
Tram or cable car?
I don't know. Did you enjoy that though?
I did, I love it in there.
Very good fun, isn't it?
$10 very well spent.
Yes, right. Cable car time.
Cable car time.
And if you too are looking to do a cable car ride, there are two pretty easy ones. If you want the old classic quintessential cable cars, there is one straight, easy for me to say not. There are some straight up past Applebee's here on the left, so you just keep going straight up, and I believe that is Hyde and Market. Powler Market. We do, yeah. And then off to the right hand side, if you keep walking a few blocks down towards Ghirardelli, there's another one, and that is Hyde Market. There we go. So yeah, there are 3 lines that you can take in here. California is the 3rd line, but that is very much in the city centre and quite away from Fishermans Wharf. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that food on that plate. That looks pretty good. Dungeness crab. Very long way from Dungeness. That's in Kent. And again, if you're not somebody who drives, we do recommend the big bus tour because it does take you to so many of the key crucial places around San Francisco and the Bay. And normally the audio description on the bus is very, very good, having done it ourselves. In now think 4 locations, 3, 4. And thus, as we make our way, it does appear there is quite a big queue to ride the cable cars, but they can get through these quite quickly depending on how quickly some of them are coming back. So we shall see what the queue's like and go from there. Having made an executive decision, and this is actually the Powell and Mason line. Powell and Mason, not the one we gave you earlier. So the queues are extensive. As you can see, the people at the back, they are probably going to be about 2 trams deep by now, because they are currently waiting, all ready to get on the new one that's there, and there are lots and lots of people there. So we are actually going to make our way across to Ghirardelli. So look, there is so much to do in San Francisco, so much that we did not cover, and there is a lot that we would do again if we came back here, but we are only here for a short time because tomorrow we start our drive down Pacific Coast Highway. We are in Monterey, which is another place you can do a go-kart tour, and it's one of the places we did consider doing one, but simply put, as a go-kart drives away, simply put, there's just not enough time for the short break that we are here. And the main purpose for coming to to California anyway was Disneyland. This just happened to be a bonus on top. So it's an opportunity for us to do something completely off cuff, and because, you know, by now we don't stick to plans we've already said we're going to do, we're going to jump on the F Market from, well, it's not Fisherman's Wharf, it's heading somewhere else. Got ourselves a couple of tickets, $3 each, not sure where they head to, but we will see where it goes and then hopefully bring it all the way back. And here we are on one of the classic old street trams. This car is from Philadelphia, where this type of streetcar has run since 1938. Anyway, let's take a ride. Welcome to San Francisco. Early evening. It is 5 o'clock here in the city. We've just jumped off the cable car in the distance. We are, streetcar. We have just jumped off the streetcar in the distance. We are now making our way through to go to what was at one stage a Westfield. However, it's now not a Westfield. So then we are going to jump back on the cable car, and we're going to head our way back down to Fisherman's Wharf from there, and that'll probably be it from us. So we shall see you once we manage to jump on a cable car. Danielle and I have popped into the shopping centre known as the San Francisco Centre, formerly Westfield. This place used to be heaving. It is now dead. There is literally nothing here. All of the shops literally look like this. Stuff up, blocking the whole way. There's an H&M here. There's about 5 other shops in this whole 6-level shopping centre. It's absolutely crazy. And here we are at cable car stop, waiting for cable car to come in that we can jump on and then make our way back to Fisherman's Wharf. Should be nice to see this in the dark compared to last time when we did it in the blazing hot sun.
It was still October, so it wasn't hot.
It was hot.
But it wasn't hot. Is this the Christmas one?
I don't know. It's got a lot of green lights on it, is all I know. And here we go, making our way around to one of the trams, eventually.
Cable car.
Cable car. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you just have to admit defeat and say it's not your day. And I think, to be fair, today is just not our day.
What day?
I think what's going to happen now, because the way today has gone,
We're over it.
we're
Done.
you will understand. It's not been.
It's been a day.
It's been a day.
been a
It's
day.
not sitting there and us complaining about it.
We've lost over 3 hours of the day.
We will
Just
explain. We will explain everything to you when we are back at the room
And I have a drink.
and we have a drink. And I think where we've just gone, well then. So we will see you back at the Inn on Broadway. Hello, friends.
It's been a day.
It's been 2 days now. It's been 2 days.
It's been 84 years. It's like it's 7:30 and I feel like I've been awake for like 36 hours. It's like I can't believe this morning was going up to the bridge and seeing the seals. That literally feels like a week ago.
Let's get a couple of things out of the way. So obviously this vlog is 2 into 1. So this started yesterday. So this vlog started yesterday when we first got to San Francisco. And we kind of went down to Fishermans Wharf. There was a bit of an abbreviated version of that part. We then went and had a wonderful breakfast at 8 AM. It kind of then took a detour because we obviously went and met our friends. We had a wonderful time at the Pixar studio, and again, thank you to them. They don't watch these that we know of, but thank you to our friends for that, because nothing we ever do will ever thank you enough for what you managed to do for us. Even though the tour was free, he told me, he said, you know, it's the least we could do, and I was like, it's
Why?
the sentimental value, my friend. But we then came home, we went to bed, and I think that's where it went wrong, because
We then woke up at 3:30.
we woke up we woke up at 10 to 10.
Oh my god! So I literally, you went to sleep before me.
Consider this lessons from San Francisco.
But I don't get it because we didn't have this problem last time, and we didn't have this problem in March.
I tell you what I think the problem is. Noise.
Noise.
Honestly, there's a
Noise.
bloody race from Aintree taking part upstairs, and I'm pretty sure the 4:20 at Chepstow is about to kick off too.
No, this is definitely louder than the Castle Inn.
If anybody's ever seen that episode of Friends where they start knocking on the ceiling with a broomstick, I'm about 10 minutes away from that.
You don't have a broomstick,
We
and
can
you're
find-
not using the iron board.
Oh, why can't I use the ironing board? It'll
No.
give the effect.
No. Anyway, what we say?
So we got up this morning.
Yeah. So at 10 to 10 last night at 1:30, and then I woke up again at 2:15.
And then 3:30.
And then 3:30, and then I was awake for a couple of hours,
And
and
then
then I
because
went back to
Sophie
sleep.
texted us, we stayed awake for another half an hour. Anyway,
Yeah.
but then we went and had a wonderful morning, it must be said, a wonderful morning out at the Vista Viewpoint, having a look over the Golden Gate Bridge, looking at Car Rollway. We then made our way down to Fisherman's Wharf. We had, whether you have seen it already or whether you're going to see it, I don't know what order I'm editing these in,
An
we had
experience.
a mare with go-kart. Not with go-kart.
Not because of them.
Not because of go-kart. All I'm going to say is, if you don't get a feeling of how annoyed I am by this, you should do.
Anyway.
Because it ruined the go-kart tour, from a point of view of we couldn't do part of the go-kart tour because it was shut.
Yeah.
We couldn't turn into several points because the national parks had shut the gates to the car parks.
Yeah.
So my advice is, if you're coming to do something that involves anything national park related during a government shutdown, change your plans.
Anyway. And then, unfortunately, we were stuck for just over 2 hours, completely stopped still because of a fatality at the end of the road we were on. So we actually didn't get to go to Sausalito. We couldn't even turn that direction when we got down to the bottom of the road, but we had a nice view of the bridge for 2 and a bit hours
It was
when we were
wonderful.
completely stopped. We got chatting to some people, which was nice. So we lost over half of our tour time. You're right up there. Just sat. At least it was nice weather, you know.
I think he's just fallen at the last fence.
Anyway, and then we had some lunch, which was nice. I like Boudins.
Boudin's always good.
And then we spent a whopping $10 in the Mechanical
I love the
Museum.
Mechanical Museum.
Musée Mécanique. Love it in there. Do go there. If you're in San Fran, it's free to get in. And then you can just change stuff into quarters, and the most expensive things like $1. So please go there, support them, we love them.
Very good in it. It is very good.
Then
Well maintained as well, might I just say.
yeah, but it's a personal family collection in there.
Then we wanted to go on a cable car because I love cable cars.
Here in San Fran, you kind of got to do it, but there was a very long line, so we turned around and got on a streetcar, which was
The
great.
streetcar was cool.
And then it went downhill.
So we leave after having gone to the toilet and we're like, we'll get the cable car back from where we were last time. And everyone's standing in a very nice line.
Very
Cars
orderly.
coming down. Cars coming down. Got the ticket on our mobile, $9 each.
Expensive, but got to be done.
And then we stood there for 20 minutes. And in the 20 minutes, a car with what everybody believes is a drunk driver from the way they were acting,
Oh, driving very fast.
drove straight down the tracks, which by the way is a non-car entry.
Yeah, because it's got the turntable on.
Straight down to the turntable, slammed the brakes on.
All over the place, hit the barrier, or the bollard.
Yeah.
Almost hit people.
Screeched off the turntable in reverse.
We all like instinctively jumped out of the way. 'cause-
Everybody was panicking.
Yeah, that was fun. And then we got on the cable car,
And
and
to
then we
be
got
fair,
like 3/4 of the way.
and they
then
lost the cable.
the cable dropped because there was an alarm that said there might be basically fraying of the cable.
Okay.
And then our brakeman, with the assistance of a passenger, picked the cable back up again. And this is literally, they've got this long rod that they put into the tracks, and they literally pull the cable up, and they have to then move one of the levers to the right place at the right time, which is what the passenger did. And then we're like, great, we were stood there, we were stopped for like half an hour. And then we get down like maybe 4 or 5 blocks, if that, and another car has dropped cable.
The car was in front of us. Couldn't pick the cable up. It's
So we had to
fascinating.
get off and walk, but luckily we were like pretty much there.
By the way, this system is 150 years old.
Yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't have issues more often. But the guys who run these they're good fun, and they'll tell you what's going on, and they'll tell you how they deal with it, and it's really interesting from that perspective. And then I was getting to the point where I was like, my throat's so dry. So
You didn't mention it once.
So we went to 7-Eleven and got a drink. And yeah, that brings us to here. And it's been a day. It's been a year and a day. Very done.
So here's
Stick a fork in me.
So here's what I think we have sort of learned from 2 very rushed, very straightforwardly hectic days in San Francisco. If you're here for a weekend, it's busy. As in, it's real busy.
It is,
As in, the go-car office was the busiest I've ever seen it in the time we've been in San Francisco.
I mean, good for them. It's amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
For them,
Yeah, really good for them. So look, from that side of things,
Oh, and I made friends with 2 dogs.
you did. It's also just really busy with it being a weekend. Newsflash, who would have thought?
Who'd have thunk it?
We've kind of reflected a little bit back on 2022. And when we flew in on 22, we flew in on Saturday, we were over the road checking ourselves in. We were also on a late flight, so we didn't do anything else.
No, we got here, went to Walgreens, and went to bed.
Yeah. And then the next morning we got up to do the Family Museum, the Walt Disney Family Museum, which I highly recommend. We then also went and did San Francisco Zoo,
Oh, we went to the beach.
went to the beach, and then we went to Union Square and had quite possibly the worst Cheesecake Factory we've ever had.
Yeah.
But then the next day we did Yosemite,
Yes.
and then it was the Tuesday where we did Go-Kart and the cable car
It was quieter.
and Ghirardelli, and it was much quieter. Now I think, bearing in mind we're planning on coming out with our friends, we've already said that in an ideal world, as long as this is what they also want to do, we would probably do Yosemite straight away on the Sunday because
We'll be awake.
we'll be awake anyway, and it's a 4-hour drive that way. But then it means that when you're doing the go-kart, when you're doing the cable cars, when you're doing Ghirardelli,
It'll be a Monday.
it'll be quieter.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more sort of, if you're in on a weekend and you want to do San Francisco, I would say probably the big bus tour on Sunday would be good.
Pack your patient pants.
Yes, absolutely. What else is there that I would say we have learnt? Parking, by the way, the place that we love to park, the special offers are only through the weekday. It doesn't exist on a weekend. We paid $40 to park down by Fisherman's Wharf today.
Which I don't think is that bad,
No.
considering we got there at like what, 8:30? Was that not a bit before?
No, half 9.
9:30. And then we got back to the car at 7. So I don't think that's bad.
It's 10
at
hours,
all.
so $4 an hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could argue that's fair.
Yeah.
But look, there's a lot here to do that we haven't touched on this time. And obviously we filmed 22 for our own nostalgia because it was a special trip for us where we got engaged. There is so much more we wanted to show you, there is so much more we could have shown you, but trying to cram everything in is not easy.
I think it would have been a bit easier today had we have not had those hiccups. Because it does, as much as like we were, yes, just sat there for 2 and a bit hours, it was so draining because it was also really hot for some reason.
Yeah.
And then was getting stuck on the cable car and all of that, like it does have a knock-on effect. I just feel mentally very exhausted today.
So no, I would say if you are coming to San Francisco, the best thing you can do is come with a plan.
Do what we did in 22. I'll give you itinerary if you want it.
Yeah.
I think for us on this trip it's fine. I think if we were doing this, it's like we were properly doing San Francisco, no, it's nowhere near enough. You need like at least 4.
We didn't touch Pier 39?
Technically we did, we went on it this morning.
But we didn't go through Pier 39 and do any of the shops?
No.
We didn't do Ghirardelli Square at all?
No.
You know, we didn't do Alcatraz?
Yeah, that's what I mean. For us on this trip, this amount of time was
this
fine.
Is what I'm saying. If people are sitting there going, San Francisco's crap.
No, you need like 4 days at least.
There are
like full days.
Yeah, there are so many more things you could do here.
I can give you an itinerary if you want one, free of charge.
Yeah, we still love this place, but it has also, because I'm very mindful that tomorrow we go down the Pacific Coast Highway, and I think our final thoughts when it comes to San Francisco, I do not think, despite the owner's proud claim of 99% occupancy throughout the year, I would not recommend the Inn on Broadway as a good place to stay.
It's just very loud.
The parking situation is okay, bearing in mind we've got a larger car, it's free. I think the castle was better.
Fewer spaces at the castle inn.
Fewer spaces at the castle inn, parking was better.
But it was difficult.
But it was better. You could get a space. It was tight, but you could get a space.
We'd struggle with this car.
I don't think we would.
I think we would, because we struggle with the extra and this is bigger.
Yeah. My parking was amazing, by the way. We're talking like sheets of paper between the wing mirror and the post. You were sitting there going, wow, that's impressive. I'm so lucky I married you. Were literally the words that were coming out of your mouth in my mind.
Yeah, in your mind. I just literally went, did the nod. But yeah, it's been a day. I'm looking forward to it. I'm now going to just, I think, relax for a little bit, eat some Cheez-Its, drink my Nesquik, and just decompress. That's the plan. So I'm going to go do that now.
Fair enough. I'm probably going to upload all the footage to the hard drive.
Put the TV on, just veg.
So look, thank you for joining us in San Francisco over the last couple of days over this one vlog. Again, Go Car will probably be after this, I think. Just by the way the editing's going, we're keeping Danielle up very clearly. But tomorrow, the next vlog that you will see, we start Pacific Coast Highway. And again, one of the things that we did in 22 that we can't do properly this time is so loud in these rooms.
The road's closed is basically what it is.
So one thing we did do was all the way down Pacific Coast Highway to Morro Bay.
Can't be doing that.
Pacific Coast Highway is partially closed, so we are slightly stuck.
It was meant to reopen like end of last year, but so it's closed because there's been a landslide, and it happened not long after we were here in 22, and it's been closed since. And it was meant to reopen, I think, in November last year. And obviously we're now November the following year on, so I think there's a lot of structural issues with the land around there. So we're going to do our first half of our normal route, and then go back inland to then come down to Morro Bay. So we are missing quite a large chunk.
But what you will see tomorrow is the world's greatest burrito.
You know what's going to happen now, though?
It's going to be closed.
Yeah, because it'd just be the cherry on top.
I don't want to think about that now. This burrito is the greatest burrito the world has ever created.
I'm going to sit in the river.
Oh, I'm going to sit in the river.
It's going to be cold, but it was cold last time. I still put my feet in.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so that's that. Look, appreciate it's been a lot to take in. It's probably been a very long vlog from memory. So if you've got any questions, any details, anything you want to ask, 2 ways to get in touch with us.
Beep, beep.
Danielle, obviously being an independent travel agent, how can they get in touch with you, my dear?
3 ways. Number 1, email adventurebydanielle@gmail.com. Number 2, adventurebydanielle on Instagram. And number 3, there's a form down here. Fill it out if you want a quote. Email me if you want to chat about itineraries for San Francisco. I'm more than happy to help out. And if you want to join, if you want to be a travel agent yourself, let me know.
It's actually blown my mind how much Dan's got for us out of being a travel agent, honestly. Outside of that, if you've got any questions, pop a comment down below. That's always the easiest one, which I will reply to. Otherwise, the other 2 options are Instagram, Travels with Dani and Paul, and then guess what? On emails, it's travelswithdaniandpaul@gmail.com. Nice and complex.
Uniform.
After this though, Pacific Coast Highway for 2 days, Knott's Berry Farm, a few days at Disneyland, and then home. And then by the time this series is done, can you believe it'll be time for me to start editing Destiny vlogs?
Anyway, we'll see you in the morning. Bye bye.